The stadium bathed in garnet. Hockey riding in on a cock-a-moose. 2001 blaring, and you know what's in store now. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And he'll just take it.
Yeah, that's cool.
The Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They'll run it with Wilson. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
Yeah, so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Third down defense is so pivotal in a football game. In this third down, nice job. Good coverage in the back end, but the rush gets home, forcing the 4th down. Nice start for this defense.
He gets it away from his own end zone. Now on the return. Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll try the run. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a 1st down.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down.
There he goes. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Wants to throw. It's Overton. Looking to scramble. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes down there. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down. Get some positive yards.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23.
It's such an advantage for a defense when you can add to your pass rush by blitzing guys, but especially when you've got a middle linebacker like that can collapse and push the pocket into the lap of the quarterback.
Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. send that offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Even dating to the days when they ran the option, Arkansas has always been built around the ground game.
And makes Jerry Jones happy, huh? Noted Arkansas fan, always talking about the Hogs, his Hogs. And this team is always built on that physicality, built on that toughness.
They try to get it outside on the left. Breaks into the open. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the Razorbacks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Moves around to clear up the vision. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Get to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Can't get him to the ground.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. We'll send the tight end in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Oh, he's got a chance. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
These touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Back to pass, it's Overton. Looking to buy time. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
From the gun. Give on the inside. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The offense changing the play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Slings it downfield. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, offense is penalized. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Overton. Spits it out to the back. Makes the catch. It's Watson. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. They'll move the tight end. Might be calling a hot route. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A 1st down for the offense. Looking to throw. Got his man on the right. Hard-hitting tackle.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Looking downfield, it's Overton. Snagged in the middle, it's Clark. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Offense facing 4th down.
Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And these jet sweeps used to be plays where you ran to try to trick them and get out wide and make big plays. But now, short yardage situations, you start to pack it in tight. Okay, I'll go out wide. I'll pick up my 5 to 10 yards and make it easy and get me a 1st down.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Dances away to buy time. And to the hallelujah man. Touchdown, South Carolina! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
It'll be a draw. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to the run. Past the first down marker and still running. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
Wow, what an impressive-looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had Darren McFadden and Felix Jones both in the backfield, sometimes taking wildcat snaps? Nobody could stop them. This dude, I think, could have broken his way into that rotation with his ability. This guy's sick.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
And back to the air on 2nd down. On the move, he fires. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Now he's looking into the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Overton. Finds his big tight end. They finally get to him. A what a play there to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Wants to throw on first down. Floating away. On the run, deep down the right side. Touchdown, Gamecocks! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And and it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Rolling right and going deep. Makes a grab for a big play. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Arkansas! A great catch and run for 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wants to change this route. Back to throw. It's Overton. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Sends it back in motion. To the air on 2nd down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Got some room to run. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Razorbacks. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2 and try to tie it as it is. They're down by 1. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Let's see if he can find some room behind the left tackle. Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Overton. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Heaves it deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And I think this offensive coordinator is going to be frustrated with his quarterback. You got the lead. You want to get more points. You want to be aggressive. But you cannot put the ball in harm's way near midfield. Now you've given the defense a chance to now go score points and maybe take the lead in this football game.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wilson on the carry. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Goes to the option. Quick toss. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They're not into 3s. They want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the air, it's Overton. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. This time it's complete. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a 1st down, and they have to show some urgency here. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Now on 1st down from the 28. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback may change this route. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Complete to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. Hits him with a stiff arm. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Back to pass, it's Overton. Steps away to find some room. Finds space on the right. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
From the gun, running back on the move. Turning it on. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Might as well give it to him again. Gets it past the marker. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
Up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. The toss to the outside. He breaks a tackle. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. They'll try the left side. There he goes. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Big third down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on third down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
And the Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, That is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down, but they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They try to pop a run on the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Floats it out in space. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Unleashes one. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A 4th down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big 4th down conversion here in the 3rd quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. 2nd and goal. You don't need 3rd and goal, thanks to the big fella.
They'll go to the air. He makes the grab for the 2 and ties the game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
Wide receiver going in motion. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost.
Eyes up. Here we go.
They'll leave it with him. Knocked down for the tackle. The Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Pulls it and fires to the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. starts this offense with a fresh set of downs. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Breaks into the open. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Overton. Takes the easy completion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Here's a hit. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
The give to the tailback. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, 1st down and more. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field, gets the defense off guard.
Finds a little bit of room, give him a couple down to the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run it with Wilson. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Quarterback adapted. It's complete on the right side. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
3rd down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, 3rd and short, now set up in a 1st and goal situation.
And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the 4th quarter, but you do want to be careful. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They move on top here in the 4th. The AT unit on the field.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Overton. Turns it loose deep. Makes a grab deep. There he goes. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Firing to the right, complete. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down.
This is a very well-executed play, but I love the individual effort by the receiver out in space. He was able to make a guy miss and then advance the football.
Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. Keeps it on the draw. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming. You don't let that speed get to the outside.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense that forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
The play-action fake. They're working that left side. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the Gamecocks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Looking for more room. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Arkansas. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick 6 to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the 4th quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. I'm sure these guys on offense dreamed of this situation. Big stage, time winding down, desperately needing a score. Well, now they can make those, and he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the the fourth.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the back. Third down, they got to get it to Neptune. He'll have to launch a rocket.
What a great play by the defense. And a play like that in this situation of the game, late, it's close, third down, you got to have it. And how about the pass rush? How about the effort getting to the quarterback?
Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the fourth, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety.
And you practice the 2-minute drill all week long, and you dream about making those big plays. And how about this defense coming up big, shutting down this offense? The offense has a chance to go make this a game, maybe go win the football game, and the defense does their job, does their part, makes the big safety, and now receiving the football and putting one nail in the coffin.
And after this play, the cake will be baked.
GG's, my guy. That's a great
They
game.
can stop the clock a couple more times, and they need to get it back fast, down 2 possessions as the clock keeps winding down. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a